Now we are going to talk about the last topic on Python, which is functions. So what is the function? So function is a block of a code which only runs when it is called. So let us create the functions. Now this is the one of the most important topic you need to know about the function. So to create the functions, you use def keyword, which is short for define, and give the name of a function. I'll just say my function is my function name, and give the parenthesis over here, and here give the indentation, which is some tab, some spaces, and I'll just say print hello from the function. If I hit enter, you can see no result. You can see this print statement is not executed because we just defined the function. So first step is to define this function, next step is to call this function. So I'll just say my function, which is the same function name. So you need to call the function by the same function name. Now if I hit enter, then you can see the print statement has been executed. So whatever inside this function was executed whenever we call that function. So this is our function. So function is what we call and we get the result, or we just execute those statements that is written inside this function by calling it, and the call should be given by the function name. Next, we can also pass argument to the function. So let us say I created a function with a name my function. Let us give new function now, new function, and this is the new function, you can see, with a name of new function, and I am giving f name is the argument. Now here I'm going to just print this f name, which is passed here. So earlier we didn't pass anything, now I'm passing something, and I'll say f name hello. Let us say hello, hello, and I'll concatenate with f name and do something like this. So this will be our function. Now you can see even now the result is not printed because I told you earlier, first is to define the function, next is to call the function. Now our function name is new function, so I'll just say new function. Now you can see error is passed because earlier whenever we call the function, there was no parameter to be passed when calling this function, so function was empty. Now this function accepts f name whenever the function is called. So we haven't given here the f name, the value to the f name whenever we call the function. Let us do that. So new function, so whenever we call it, I'll give the name. So let us say I give the name, then you can see the result is printed. I can also give spaces here just to make sure. So now you can see in this way you can create and define the function and pass the argument to the parameter of function whenever the function is called.